Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? It's still winter, and, well, actually it's just the evening. We had our mess around day, we had a snow day yesterday, so we are just waiting for night to fall properly. We will sleep the night, and then we have a whole list of different things that we need to do. First and foremost, we didn't actually use this silage cutter machine type thing for as a snowblower, so that's going to be our first priority. And there is our rather worried looking snowman, still looking worried, still contemplating. Mind you, with the imminent arrival of spring, if I was made of snow, I'd probably look worried too, to be fair. Now, my question for this week is, would you like me to, in the next series, run the whole series predominantly from in-cab? Press enter on it. Oh, yep, we made it. Right, so spring is here. Yes, would you like it to be from predominantly done in cab? Now, the only issue with that is, personally, I don't particularly like in cab, but I have said that before. But I do get requests for in-cab gameplay, so I am giving you the chance. I'm giving you one time only, and it is literally going to be one time only. I am not planning to do this for more than just one series. It will literally just be one series, because I don't particularly like doing this. You don't get to see very much. I will still do out of cab stuff so that you can see the machinery in that, but I will try to do more in cab in this next series than I normally do. I normally don't do very much at all, if any, because I just don't like it. I don't enjoy doing it. It doesn't bring me pleasure to game like this. Because of it doesn't feel right to me. It really doesn't. So yeah, do you want me to do one series like this? It is going to be literally your only chance. So if you would like it, then make sure that you say yes. And if you don't like it, if you don't want to see it, then make sure you say no. Head into the comment section, let us know which one you want and why. And of course, don't forget to actually cast your vote in the top right hand corner. And I didn't actually say it, did I? It's your vote, it's your game. So yeah, make sure you do vote. And let me just finish picking up this bit of grass. Obviously, once it goes from winter to spring, we then get the grass come back again. Actually, I just need to slow that down a little bit, just a moment. The grass comes back again once you get to spring. So you, through the winter, you don't have grass coming out. You only have, what do you call it? Hay. It's hay. It's hay on there. But then through the summer, for the rest of the year, you get grass being tipped out from the animals. But through the winter, no grass, just hay. Right, what we're going to do first is we're going to head up towards the dealership so that we can buy the first of our new drills. But, you know, all this ice on the road is unsafe. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this one going. Now, we don't want to just chuck that stuff behind us, so we're going to put it out to the side, like this. And you use the mouse, you move it out round like that. And you can't just go, you've actually got to go unload anywhere, but unfortunately you've got to keep pressing unload anywhere for it to work. It doesn't sort of stay there as default, so you've got to sort of get a decent balance for getting it to actually work, so that it will literally keep going with unload anywhere. If you slow down too much or you stop moving, it won't actually do it, and that is a bit of a nuisance, although that time it did actually seem to keep going. It doesn't always do that. I have found that it will keep stopping and then you've got to restart the thing constantly, although actually that might have been the last iteration of this. It might have been the last version, so this does actually seem to be working, other than the fact there's digging into the road, which is a little bit inconvenient. Is actually working fairly well, and it's clearing our road so that we don't have snow everywhere. Now, the main roads themselves, they don't get snow on this map. They have a snow mask across them that stops you from being able to tip snow onto them, and also for the snow from falling on them. But the unload anywhere bit for this one does seem to work continuously, which is actually really, really cool. I'm quite pleased with that. So we've cleared our little piece here. We don't actually need to clear any more. That is literally all we got to worry about. So we'll run back through here. We can just go to the yard and maybe clear a little bit there, but we don't actually need to concern ourselves with any more of it. And it's still unloading, which is brilliant. It's actually trying to gather some of it up as it's sort of up into the air, which again is pretty good. It's left a little bit behind there, but that's alright. I think we were just going a little bit too fast for it. And now we have a wall of it right across our yard. So I just wanted to show you that one very quickly, just so you could sort of see it working. And I bring this one over. I'm just going to fold that pipe back in. If you press O, it should fold it back in. There's one thing I don't particularly like is the way that it sticks out so far in front of your machine. But I mean, it's not too bad. So we go over here and Z and Q to take them off. Now, for some of our new subscribers, we have gained quite a few new subscribers lately because of Gold Rush. I do talk quite a bit about my own experiences with farming. I used to be a farmer. I'm no longer a farmer, but I did used to be a farmer. I've worked on quite a variety of different types of farms, from great big arable to moorland sheep farms to... I did do a little bit on dairy farm, but not very much. So I've sort of covered quite a lot. Organic beef and sheep, and organic cropping, just regular cropping, big estate, small farms, medium-sized farms, beef, sheep, and a little bit of dairy. No pigs, actually. I've never worked on a farm with pigs. I've kept a couple of pigs, but I've never actually worked on a farm that's a big... There's more... There's more snowmen. That's brilliant. That's absolutely awesome. So yes, and I do kind of try to bring some of my real-life farming experiences into the game as we go along. So today what we need to do is we want to get some of our we want to get our new seed drills, and we want to get those set up so that we can start drilling. Now, the only issue we've got at the moment is getting them filled up. Now, we've got a pile of seed, a little pile of seed back at the yard, but that's kind of small scale, so we want some bigger scale stuff. What we're going to need really is a point that we can just go to fill our seed, and I think that would be the best way to go about doing this. So what we're going to do first is we're actually going to buy some placeables. We're going to buy those placeable seed tanks and fertilizer tanks, and we're going to put them out. So we're going to go through here like this, and if I can find, there we go, seed tank, solid fertilizer tank. So we want a seed tank, and the first one, now we've got, this is kind of in the middle of where all our land is, essentially. If we go all the way back to our yard here, it's actually not too far away. We've got a big field down here that we still need to plough up this piece down through here. And we will get to that as soon as the ground is thawed out enough to allow us to actually start doing it. We will do it. And you know, really, I think the best place to put them would be here, except that... Oh, yes, of course. There's snow on the ground. You can't actually place them when there is snow on the ground. It's a little bit unfortunate, but that's just, you know, one of those things. We have to wait for the snow to melt before we can put any placeables down, because it doesn't displace the snow. It doesn't actually like it at all. So we want to go into sewing machines, and we want to go up through, and we want to go to the Horsch Pronto 9. This is a 9-meter drill. Absolutely awesome drill this is. I really like this one, and I'm not using this one in my current Dowland Farm Let's Play series, but I'm almost definitely going to be using one of these in my next Let's Play series on Sandy Bay. I really do like this one. I mean, at the moment on Dowland Farm, I'm trying to do most of it with manure and slurry, but I would actually, for Sandy Bay, I'll be using more artificial fertilizers, so it sort of fits in well with the Horsch Pronto anyway. So let's just bring that up there. I've got a little bit left in both of those, so I'll actually use both of those part pallets that are left there and do a refill. Let me just come over here, and we want to hitch that one on. There we go. Lift it up. And then if I can just maneuver around a little bit. You know what? We may as well start fast-forwarding time, because we can't do anything until the ground has warmed up and the snow has melted. So we need to get back and hitch on this one. There we go. Get you hitched on. There we go. And it doesn't actually have a PTO. This is all land-driven, this machine. But I can fill up. I can just press R right next to those and fill up the little bit of seed. And oh, it's exactly 400 of each. Ideal. Just bring that one on round. We'll close the lid for now. So yeah, I'm not going to worry about using the seed auger trailers or anything like that to reload these. We're literally, each time we run out, we're going to take it back to the yard. And I did work on one farm where we used to do that. If you see, once the seed drill ran out, we would drive back to the yard to refill. We had quite a big tank on it, and it worked out fairly well. Most places that I've worked, we've not done it like that. We've done it with... Ooh, cars coming up through there. And you are as well. I'll let you go through. So yeah, most places I've worked, it's done it like that. And it hasn't... no, the other way around. Most places I've worked, we've taken a seed out to the field. Whereas this one place, we did actually go back from the field each time it was full. But that was only the one. It was a bit unusual, I will admit. Right, I have had some requests to use the trains, because we haven't used the trains at all on this map. I don't actually have any plans to use the trains on this map. You know, we do flick through the trains, but I wasn't actually planning to use the trains at all on this map. It wasn't something I intended to do, and I probably still won't, because we do need to get on with this seed drills. We need to get on with the planting, and I want to sort of fast forward time enough so that we can start doing some harvest on here before we finish. So we're just going to stop that one right there. And the snow has already started melting. It's going to melt fairly quickly, I'm assuming, with this particular one because of the short seasons. So hopefully tomorrow the ground also will be above freezing. At the moment it's -1, so we can't do anything. And silage and hay is starting to lower down a bit. So what we'll do, instead of doing anything with this one for now, we will go through here to this one. And we don't have... Where is our workshop? Do we even have a workshop? Or have we got to go back to the dealership each time? Because some of our tractors are going to be in need of a service. And you can only do that when you're at a workshop. So if I go on here, I can start feeding some of this through. Straw, we're fine for straw at the moment. Because we've gone to spring, the straw is now really high. We could do with putting a bit of water in, and we need to put a little bit of power food in. So we should be alright if we can just load this up at the freight yard for canola at the moment. What's that price? Just want to have a look at the price. Wow, not bad. Not bad at all. So, but yeah, I'm not actually planning to touch the trains on this one. I will be using trains, but like I said, that's going to be in South America. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I do think that people are going to enjoy seeing me do the trains and stuff. But yeah, it's not going to be quite yet. So just hold on for a moment, and you will see your trains. Don't worry. I'll just back up onto there and tip that one out. We could do with a little bit of light. Now, it's raining at the moment. It does, if you see there on day 3, on Saturday, day 3, it's actually got snow pictured, but, I mean, the nighttime temperature is -1, so if that falls at night, then it could actually fall as snow. If it falls during the day, while it's above freezing, then it will fall as rain. I'm kind of hoping that it does actually fall as rain, because if it falls as snow later on, it might cause us some problems. We don't really want snow all over the ground, and we don't want the ground to be frozen. We need to be able to start working the ground fairly quickly. So let me just bring this in under here and get another load in this one. Then I want to get started on the drilling. We've got the drill there. As soon as this snow has melted a little bit more, we'll be able to get going with that. And I think one more trailer load, and then we will stop and spend the night. That'll take us through to day 2 of 6 for spring. And, I mean, even when you're using the 3 days per season, like I am in Dowland Farm, the first 3 days of spring, you don't really get to do a lot. You're literally just sort of hanging around and waiting for the snow to melt. There isn't a great deal to do. Feeding the animals is something that needs to be done, but other than that, there isn't very much that you can go and do anyway. Just back up there, get that one tipped out. And as soon as that's done, it should be 8 o'clock, so we'll be able to skip the night again. And we'll go over to our house and we'll do that. There we go. Now it's getting dark. Now it's getting proper dark. Lift that one up. And it's still 5 degrees. It's still reasonably warm outside. Just go over here. Tomorrow it's saying 8 degrees during the day and 0 degrees at night. And then the following day it's -1 at night. So it's going to be colder the following day. I found out something interesting the other day. For the UK, you are 5 times more likely to get a white Easter than you are a white Christmas. Just a little random fact there I thought I'd throw out to you all. I don't know what it's like in well, I don't know what it's like anywhere else in the world. I think the chances of getting a white Christmas or a white Easter down in Australia are fairly slim. And oh, right, the ground temperature has warmed up just enough. So let's just flick through to this one, and we can start actually doing our ploughing. So let's unfold this one and lift it up. There we go, and we'll be able to start ploughing. I'd like to be able to see what I'm ploughing, but I can live without being able to see all of it. I can just drop the plough down there, and I'm going to assume that we're doing it right. Lower that down, and we're away. Yes, we can start ploughing properly. I could just take that straight across there and go on a little bit more so that I know that I've definitely sort of tucked into the edge of the field. And swap over. Actually, I didn't swap over, did I? I needed to press B to swap over. So if I let it do that and then press B to swap over. It's going cloudy now, but it's not going to rain, so I'm going to keep going forward in time until the cloud disappears. Preferably until it warms up a bit and it melts some more snow. It would be easier to see what we're doing if it didn't snow. And we go back across. Now, I know that you can plant below the safe temperatures, but what I'm not sure of is, can you plant and then have the temperature go below freezing afterwards and your plant still be okay? That's one aspect of seasons that I haven't actually been able to test yet. So I've got no idea. I don't know if you can or you can't. It's going to be interesting to find out, because I'm pretty sure we will be able to find out today. I'm going to start planting very soon, and then we'll be able to find out for ourselves if this is the case, if it does actually if it does actually kill the plants that you've already drilled, or if it just doesn't advance them any further. It's going to be one or the other. I suspect it'll just be that it doesn't advance them any further, because although actually I don't know, this game could this seasons pack can be pretty unforgiving at times. It really can. So it literally, I wouldn't like to say, I think it really could go either way. It really could. So we'll sort of watch and see and wait and find out. We'll just come across there like that. And I suspect I'm also going to have to go and feed animals pretty... Oh, right, you can see the lag coming through. That means that the snow is going to melt pretty quick. There we go. There's the snow gone. Now I can actually see what I'm doing. So if I back up here like this, I mean, it doesn't matter when I get it planted during the spring, so long as it's planted before the summer. So we could just fast forward another day and make absolutely certain that we're safe. Let me just see what we're at. Cleanliness is poor. Water, I need water before the end of the day. And silage and hay will be okay. We'll have to top it up tomorrow. Grass, I'm not worried about. We can live without that. So let's go on and finish this. Just going to do one more line. Actually, I've done loads of ploughing, haven't I? So I'm just going to finish this a moment, and then it's tomorrow that I'm a little bit concerned about. Whether or not... I don't think the ground is going to freeze. I can't see that the ground is going to freeze. So I think we'll be okay to stop it now, and we'll get started on the planting in just a moment. So let me just finish this. Then we can start planting with the New Holland, and then we can come back and get this one, and we can go and get the second horse drill set up. And we are done. So I'm going to put these tanks here over in sort of, it's in the backyard area of our farm. So they're out of the way, but I can get to them fairly easily with the drills. So I want that one, and I want the solid fertilizer tank. Bring that one over here as well. I'll put that one over here. So actually, if I put it there, I might know. No, I don't think that works very well, actually, trying to put the two together. So we'll put that one over there. So it's not completely in the way of everything, but it's close enough that we can access stuff. So if we go and whiz this one up round. We won't worry about the feeding of the animals at the moment. Water is at 17% on the animals. We do need to just clean the grass, so we will just do that before we go any further. So let's just leap into this one over here and quickly scrape out the grass. And that's a fair heap of grass, really. We didn't clean very much out yesterday. So let's just open up the grab, and in we go. That's going to be quite a heap of grass, that is. Yeah, that one's full. I think in South America, because we won't... It's difficult to use the Lely Juno, the cleaning robot, in when you've got seasons running, because it can pick up snow and then it's got nowhere to empty it. However, we're not going to have that issue in South America. We will definitely go back to using the Lely Juno. I see no reason why we shouldn't. That thing is an absolute godsend. It is wonderful, wonderful. It's probably one of the best mods that there is, because it means that you don't have to worry about this all the time. I mean, you know, doing this sometimes is okay, but having to do this every single day, it starts to get a bit tedious, quite frankly, ladies and gentlemen. It starts to get tedious, so we don't want to be doing tedium all the time. Switch that one off. And, right, that one's not in the way, so that one will be okay. We can come over here, and we can get our horse pronto over and filled up properly with seed and with fertilizer. So we can spin up round here. How much can we spin? Can we get right round? Yes. That's the other thing I love about this horse pronto, is you've got a very tight turning circle on it. It will literally turn on itself. It's absolutely wonderful like that. So we can load it up here with fertilizer. There we go. A little bit of snow still on the ground, not very much. It's only from where we kind of used the snow blower, I think, now. And it says 2,000 litres of fertilizer, and then we come over here and we load up this one. That button. There we go. And there is, what's it, 3,000 litres of seed in this one. Now, at the moment it's got wheat. We did barley last time. We haven't done any wheat yet. So I think we will plant wheat in a lot of our land. And I'm going to start by doing the biggest field. I'm going to go down and I'm going to do the one that I was literally just finished ploughing in. And we'll start working our way around that one. And then we'll come up and we'll do some of the others. And, well, I say it's the biggest field. It might not actually be now, because some of the fields that we've joined together do actually cover quite a bit of area when you think about it. You can see all the lines over there from where we had our snow day yesterday. And we're sliding all over the place. That was so much fun. I really, really did enjoy that. It's been a while since I kicked back and enjoyed my time on the snow like that. You know what? It'd be a good idea if we put that cover down. So let's go over here and we'll nip across the road just before the traffic gets here. And this is a big old field, this is. Now, what I normally do whenever I'm doing this myself, and whenever I'm doing this with time-lapse, anything like that, I do twice around the field myself, and then after twice around the field I let the hired help take over. So that is what I'm planning to do on this one. I will just go Control H and I will remove the AI. I wonder if the AI vehicle extension will do this though. I'm willing to give this a go. Just press H and we'll see if the AI vehicle extension can do this. I absolutely have no idea. I know that it is good. Right, it's not actually doing anything at all at the moment. Why aren't you working? This horse pronto is a direct drill, so it should just drill. So why didn't it drill? It better be a direct drill, because that's what I paid for. I paid for a direct drill. Let's just go and take a look. I'm 99% certain it is a direct drill. After all that, please tell me I have got the right one. Horse pronto. Additionally, this machine offers a possibility to seed directly. No previous cultivating and ploughing is necessary. Right, so maybe either direct drilling doesn't work on this map, or something else has gone horribly wrong. Why aren't you working? Okay. It's not direct drilling. Helper E is blocked by an object. I don't have Helper E working at the moment. Although Helper E did drive into a tree. Right, that's not working. And I'm starting to get a little bit concerned. Let's just see over here. Oh dear. Why is... Oh! No, that shouldn't be it either, because, you know, Alt-S, look. This is the seasons thing. And there's our planting window. It says 5 degrees. It's got to be above 5 degrees. But you can plant like corn and sunflowers below that. I've planted corn at 5 degrees. And it was warm enough. We're in the correct planting window. So that's not the reason either. I mean, maybe, just maybe, it is still too cold. So We just have to sort of go on the assumption that it's still too cold to do anything, and we can't do anything else. I'm just gonna have to work on the assumption that it is currently too cold to actually work. So we're just gonna have to leave this until it warms up, and because there's no reason that it shouldn't work. I can't think of any logical explanation as to why it just wouldn't work. Though we didn't actually do any direct drilling on this map, did we? None of the crops that we planted when we did our last lot were direct drilled. We cultivated. We ploughed and cultivated everything. Some of it we only cultivated, but we still actually, yeah, we covered all of the land. We did. So, yeah, this could be a bit of a problem. We may not be able to direct drill on this map. If that's the case, it means we're going to have to cultivate everything. So we're going to start fast forwarding now, and actually, what are we on? That's okay. We need water, grass. I don't care about silage, hay. We want to do a little bit too. We've got plenty of this in here at the moment, and we just need to get some water in. So if we can get those two in, we can keep the cows ticking over, and they've got plenty of bedding to keep them going for quite some time yet. So I just need to keep sort of spooning this stuff in and get a little bit of water in as well. So if I go there and tip that one up and then run over to this one over here and unload there, so that will start putting some water in. Probably going to have to go and get more water. Yes, I am. What are we at for water? Water is about halfway. And that one is now full. Or it's now done. We can put one more trailer full of silage and hay mix. So we still don't need to worry about going and getting more straw or hay for the cows at the moment. They're just fine as they are. But we do need to run around and get another tanker full of water. So we'll just come through here and go in reasonably steady. We don't go too fast. I really, really hope that it's the temperature that is stopping us from drilling, and it's not anything to do with... Is that going to fill? No. I really hope that it's nothing to do with the map not allowing direct drilling. If we can't direct drill on this map, it means we've got to go and cultivate everything first. It's going to take 3 times longer than I was originally planning, because running the cultivators is going to take a lot longer to get it done. I really, really hope that it's a temperature thing, because, I mean, at the moment we got temperature at 8 degrees. So, overnight, it's midnight that the soil temperature changes. It doesn't change any sooner than that. It always changes at midnight. The daytime temperature, the ambient air temperature, that changes every day. That changes every... So, it's not every hour, but it does update every now and then. But the soil temperature, that only updates at midnight. So, we just need to get to midnight, and then we can update the soil temperature once more. There's our engine cut out, because this tractor really badly needs a service. And if it doesn't get a service soon, it's probably just going to stop working altogether. We are putting it under an awful lot of strain, though. This is a very, very heavy tanker for this little tractor to be pulling. Especially when it's full. 21,000 litres of water is 21 tonnes of water. That is a huge amount. And it's liquid as well, which is more difficult to pull liquid than it is to pull the solid if the tank isn't quite full because of the movement. And that really does put a lot of strain on any kind of tractor. So let me just open. I need to open this gate up, and as soon as we've done that, go on, open. It's not going to open now, is it? There we go. So let this one open up. We could actually skip the night. I just want to put some water in before I skip the night. I'm going to leave this gate open now. We're going to ignore that little bit of realism there. I know I'm saying this all the time at the moment with this particular series. We'll ignore that realism, we'll ignore that bit, and we'll ignore that bit. And yeah, I'm afraid you're going to have to get used to that, because we've literally got is it 3 weeks left now, and then we're on to our next series. So I don't want to I want to get the planting done, and I want to be able to do some harvesting. At least get some of the harvest done before we leave here. So let's just stop that one a moment, and we will then skip the night. There's our leaves all come out. It might be that because the foliage hadn't come out, that might be partly to do with it. The soil temperature is now 2 degrees. Soil temperature is going to warm up more, but the ambient air temperature is 0 degrees. If the ambient air temperature warms up a little bit, that's not going to fall as snow that is currently forecast. That will end up falling as rain, which would be a lot better for us. That's what we want. How are the cows doing? Okay, they're okay for the moment. So I can switch that one off. I will just clean them again, so that we don't need to worry about it. And I'm going to let that time just keep ticking through quite rapidly, because we're actually okay, I think, for everything to go right through till tomorrow as well. And with the soil temperature at 2 degrees, we do need it to warm up a little bit more before the wheat could actually germinate anyway. But I'm thinking it would probably be okay as we are. We've also, because it's the beginning of spring, we've actually had grass growth. You can see the grass has grown a little bit outside. And my issue with Dowland Farm is that grass doesn't seem to want to grow in the first stage of spring. Once you get to that first stage, I just don't get grass growth. So I don't have any growth. I have no grass growth at all until summer. Because the way that it works is you get one at the first transition phase in spring, and then you get one grass growth when it changes over to summer, and then you get another. I think you get one more towards the end of summer, and then one more at the end of summer. So you get 4 altogether, but I keep skipping out the first one, so I'm only getting 3. I think that's right. I really hope that's right. Otherwise, I'm getting only 2, and 2 is not a good thing. I don't want that. Right, so with soil temperature at 2 degrees, is it going to work? Is it going to work? Is it going to work? Okay, still nothing. You know, I'm starting to think that we do actually have the issue where direct drills don't work on this map. That's really bad. That's not good. I don't want that. Right, we're finished with this plough anyway, so we're going to take this one, start heading back towards the dealership. So it doesn't look like we're starting our ploughing today, our planting. The only other thing I can think of to test is to run a cultivator through the soil here. Do we have a cultivator back here at the yard? We can just do a quick test now before we return this plough. And actually, there's a very, very easy way to do that. I can literally, because I know that we can drill straight into ploughed land. So if I do that and do that, I know I definitely shouldn't be unfolding that as I do it like that. And then we lift out, fold it back up, just move you over there and stop. This is not very elegant. This is really not very elegant at all. And we'll bring this one over and start the drill. Nope, that's not doing anything at all. So either the Horse Pronto doesn't work, or it's just too cold to allow us to drill. I'm hoping it's too cold to allow us to drill. I really, really do. But anyway, I have now run out of time. So my question for this week is, do you want me in the next series to spend most of the time in cab like this? It won't be all of the time. We got so many new machines to look at. I will definitely be spending some of the time outside of the cab looking at it. But once we've had a good look at it and we've seen what it's all about, I will spend most of that series in cab if that's what you want. Now, I know that some people do and some people don't, so this is a one-time offer. Literally a one-time offer, because I don't particularly like doing this. So, I won't be offering it again. Trust me on this. So, would you like me to do a series in cab, or do you want me to stick to my normal outside of cab view? It's your vote, it's your game. Head into the comment section down below, let us know which one you want and why, and of course don't forget to actually cast your vote in the top right hand corner. When I see you next week on this map, I will have jumped forward another couple of days, just so that we can make sure that we can actually start planting. I'm going to run a few tests on different things to find out exactly what's going on with this as well, and hopefully we will actually be able to get our planting well underway. We've got 2 Horse Prontos lined up. I'm hoping we can use them. If we can't, we'll find some other solution. But anyway, if you enjoyed the episode, please head down below and give me a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. But until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.